Just turned on the TV. I'm sitting in a hotel room. I'm looking for employment. As far as the outlook for latter part of 86 and through 87, is there a good future as far as employment, as far as new people like myself to be hired, and what should I do in order to seek new employment here in Mobile?
Well, the first thing I would encourage you to do is to visit your local Alabama State Employment Service office, and it's located at 4613 Spring Hill Avenue Extension. And it's hard to tell you what the outlook is in terms of your particular area unless I know what your background is. What type of employment do you normally seek?
I've been in the, I'm an engineer and worked for some chemical companies out of Houston, but as you know, the outlook of the oil business has kind of been declining a little bit, and I thought I'd try to seek some other different types of income, but I'm kind of skeptical on what to look forward to. As far as the oil industry here in Mobile, I know it's probably lower than what it was out in Houston. So.
Right. Well, there are some chemical plants here in Mobile. All of them are not specifically dealing with oil, as I understand it.
No.
There are several other types of chemical companies here, and being an engineer, I would think that your job possibilities would be pretty good.
Okay, what about, I've heard some people talk about some chemical plants up in McIntosh, out in that direction.
Right. Well, all of that is in Mobile County, and there are some chemical plants up 43 and up 45, as well as going down toward Theodore, Highway 90, down in that area. So
Right.
I would visit the Alabama State Employment Service office, and you can get their number and their address in the phone directory.
Okay, and you said they're located off of Government?
Spring Hill Avenue Extension,
Right.
4613.
Spring Hill Avenue Extension, right.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what their hours would be tomorrow, or
We're open.
Monday through Friday?
We're open from 8 until 4:30, Monday through Friday.
Great, that'll be fine. I appreciate your help.
Thank you for your call.
Bye.
Okay. So, Ms. Harrel, what are some of the attitudes that you encounter in terms of employees when you talk to them about hiring workers with disabilities?
Basically, the attitude that I get from most employees is that of a fearful one. I find that most employees, because of lack of knowledge about hiring disabled clients or clients with disabilities, they're afraid to. Their concerns, they voice concerns like, if I hire this person, I'm going to have somebody to babysit or watch over the person. Or if I hire this person, my productivity will decrease. They are literally afraid. And two, what comes out is if I hire this person who already has a disability, then chances are he's likely to be injured again.
Well, do you find that to be the case? Are their fears founded? Are they well-founded fears?
Of course not. Studies have shown, and it has been proven that handicapped workers are just like any other good workers. They can do the job. All they need is an opportunity to show that they can do a job. They're even more so good employees due to the fact that they realize that they have a handicap and a disability, and that somebody is watching, waiting for them to make a mistake or make an error so that they can say, aha.
So they try harder because they know that people are watching them. Okay, we are discussing National Employ the Handicap Week, and we will return after this break.
On the first day of school, most kids are a little nervous. Others are nervous and disadvantaged, unfed, unhealthy, unhappy, unmotivated, underdeveloped, under pressure. How can any child find room to learn when he and his family are struggling just to survive?
Hello, I'm Mrs. Ellis. Now, who can spell their name?
Head Start. We're giving kids the confidence and well-being to face new challenges, showing parents how they can help their children want to expand, and giving families the tools they need to hold their lives together.
Give your future a start in your community from the heart of your community. Your local community action agency.
Welcome back to Employment Outlook 86. I'm Carnell Davis, and tonight we're discussing National Employer the Handicap Week. We have two representatives from the Alabama State Employment Service Office, and we will return to that discussion momentarily. We do have some additional job announcements for those of you in the job market. The University of West Florida, located in Pensacola, has several job openings of interest. There is a position available for a radio station manager 2. This is with WUWF-FM. You should have a bachelor's degree with a major in communications or English and 2 years experience in radio or television programming operations. The salary, $17,800 up to $29,000. There's also a position for a head athletic coach. This is with the men's soccer team. This part-time. You should have a bachelor's degree and 3 years experience at the high school level or a master's degree in an appropriate area and 2 years experience at the high school level. And this is the salary, $3,700 for 6 months. There's one other position, a director of university purchasing. You should have a college degree with a major in business administration or accounting, plus 7 years experience as a purchasing agent in a business or institution. And this job pays $22,000 up to $31,000. If you're interested, you should apply at the University Personnel Relations Office at the University of West Florida in Pensacola. And since we are discussing individuals with disabilities, if you or someone you know has a physical, mental, or emotional disability which is interfering with employment or with a normal life, the Division of Rehabilitation and Crippled Children's Services could be the link to a better life. Vocational rehabilitation is designed to solve or help the specific employment problems of a disabled individual. Services are available to those persons 16 years of age and over who have a physical or mental disability which results in a handicap to employment. Should you be in need of services or have questions concerning vocational rehabilitation, contact Vocational Rehab at 2419 Garden Smith Drive here in Mobile. Okay, we have a couple of callers on the line. Let's go to the line and see if we can answer these calls. You're on Employment Outlook.
Yes, I'd like to say that I'm a recent high school graduate, and I don't have any specific experience in any different areas or what have you. And I'd like to find out where can I be referred to find out about getting a job. I have no desire to go to a college right now or any other training institution. I just like to work.
Okay, Ms. Simpson.
My advice to you would be to come in again and make out an application for and register for work. To me, it appears as if on the surface you need to talk with an employment counselor like myself in order that we can sit down together to discuss your interests, establish what your interests are, and be able to better assist you in finding employment.
And when you say she should come in and register, you mean at the State Employment Service Office?
If she would like to call in to make an appointment, she may do so.
But you do mean at the State Employment Service
At the
Office?
State Employment Service.
Okay. Thank you for your call.
Thank you.
Okay, we have another call on the line. You're on Employment Outlook.
Yes, sir. Can an employer hire a disabled person part-time on a part-time basis and work that person 40 hours a week and then tell that person they're not eligible for medical insurance and paid vacation?
Okay, Ms. Harrel, you want to try to answer that?
Now, if those benefits are available to
Other employees have them.
they are available to other employees,
Right.
I would think that she couldn't deny you the right. If these benefits are available to other employees, then the benefits should be available to the disabled worker also. Let me mention, since that there is the regional office for this area, if you have a complaint, if you feel you've been discriminated against on a job, or if there's an employee who needs some information about hiring a handicapped worker, the Federal Office of Contract and Compliance for this area is in Jackson, Mississippi, and our local representative is Mr. Henry Edwards. But of course, his office is in Jackson, Mississippi. We have a telephone number that if you call our office that we will give you, that you may contact this office.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your call. Okay, Ms. Harrell, are there any incentives for an employer to hire a handicapped individual? as far as monetary incentives or?
Mr. Davis, there are a couple of things. First of all, at our office, if an employee is willing to hire a handicapped individual, we'll make every effort to give him as much assistance as possible. One form of assistance that we will offer an employee is an OJT contract, either through vocational rehabilitation service, through NARC, or through JTPA funds. We will help the employee get a contract where he will be reimbursed 1/2 of the individual's salary for a specific length of time. Another incentive that we feel fairly certain will be back in effect, that was in effect and then the program was cut out, and we hope that pretty soon that it will be back in effect, is targeted jobs tax credit. And this is a tax credit that an employer will be able to receive
Certain amount of the person's wages back if they hire them.
Right.
And I'm cutting you short because our time is running short.
Okay.
But we do hope that program does come back into effect.
Okay.
And we hope that you stay tuned for WABB. And tonight's topic is the Greater Gulf State Fair. And we hope you stay tuned for that particular show. Ms. Harrel and Ms. Simpson, when you're discussing something important like this, time just flies. But we do know that there will be a lot of publicity coming up on National Employees of Handicap Week, and we do thank you all for coming out tonight to give our audience this information. Our time has run short for this week. We would like to remind those of you who are viewing in that locating a job in today's job market requires evaluation planning, and it's imperative that you have correct information. Until next week, this has been Carnell Davis with Employment Outlook 86.